Oh yes, legends, we are live. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Let's go. We're going to talk about the price of Bitcoin. Can we manage to push up already? Or are we going to go down? I feel like the sentiment is extremely bearish, guys. I have that sentiment that a lot of people are bearish. Let me know if you are bearish or not, or bullish. Actually, we're going to do a poll after you smash up that like button. Only 7 likes. I can't believe it. We over 70 people here. Smash up the like button. We go in detail today throughout the Bitcoin technical analysis. Can we manage to just get that push already to $102,000 just so I can say, guys, remember we've been talking about this for the last few days, right? This is, you know, or get the dump and then say, okay, guys, I was extremely wrong about the analysis. Okay, then I would say, okay, you know, I was wrong, guys. I was wrong, right? We're trying to get that push to the upside. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's go. Let's start gaining some steam. Or are we going to roll over and test the lows again, right? It's all about testing the lows and getting the push to the upside. However, we are downtrending, right? We are downtrending. We want that reverse, right? We want to see that movement up at some point. So we are really trying to catch the lows. We're really trying to catch the lows, expecting that reversal. But is that reversal going to happen? You know, what if this is a multiple 1-2, 1-2, boom, and then we just start crashing down? I mean, there's no real good counts here looking at this as an impulsive move down. This does look pretty powerful. This movement that we had last week between Monday and Tuesday looks pretty damn powerful compared to this. And I want to believe that high has to be hit, right? We're looking for another wave up. I don't care if the price goes down to 70k after hitting this high, but it's like, it needs to hit this high, right? Before we go to lower levels. So anyway, regardless, we're going to be talking about the levels, guys, the levels, the analysis, what makes more sense. I want to know your opinion because I have this feeling that a lot of people are bearish, right? Sentiment is quite bearish. I mean, on the fear and greed index, we are in the fear, right? Let me just refresh this, right? Fear. Yeah, there is a bit of fear, right? A lot of bearish sentiment. I want to know your opinion, guys, on a poll. And just before we start off with the Bitcoin technical analysis, okay? Are you bullish? You bullish or bearish for the coming days, guys, right? Not even weeks, right? Just say the coming days. Are you bullish or bearish for the coming days? And of course, we'll have bullish and we'll have bearish here on the poll, okay? Let me know on the poll, guys. What is your sentiment right now? I feel bullish, but only to $102,000. Then we need to analyze, you know, how we get up there, right? If it's going to be a massive breakout or if it's going to create choppiness up there, okay? So I want to know, you know, I'm a little bit bullish because the sentiment is bearish. It's like, yeah, we're downtrending for the last week. We're going to go down to 90K, right? Even below 90K. Short-term bearish, yeah, I mean, we are downtrending, okay? You know, we need to recognize that the overall trend from the last week, and, you know, even from the last couple of weeks, right? Even from the last few weeks, 3 weeks, right? Since all-time high, you know, this is a very, very bearish trend momentum to the downside. So, and especially throughout last week, right? Very, very bearish downtrend. So, you know, it's important for me to realize, you know, what's the sentiment of the community, right? We got 100 votes right now. Let's get those votes in, guys. Let's get those votes in. We're almost 300 people. You know, smash up the like button. Let's get some people on this live stream. We're going to go through the comment section. But overall, yeah, 59% are bullish. 41% is bearish. Okay. Okay, there's slightly more people bullish than bearish. We're going to be analyzing the situation, okay? Especially the scenarios, guys. The levels that, you know, have been respected, right? The levels and the scenarios. This could have been the low that we did from yesterday's video update, right? We were getting the push to the upside. This had a chance to be a double 1-2, but it looked very corrective, very three-wavy. There was the chance to come down to the golden pocket, right? As mentioned on yesterday's video update, we did an update yesterday. Guys, we might come down to the golden pocket. get the reaction from that level and then get the bounce, right? That was the overall idea. I mean, if we were to drop down aggressively, then we're looking at this pivot low, right? Around about the $94,000 range. Golden pocket did hold, right? The golden pocket did hold here short term. So there is there is another scenario eventually, right? There is that scenario that we do have one more push to the downside and, sweep the lows, get a little bit more of an aggressive drop down to that pivot, right? Which is, I like these pivots, very disturbing. We do still have some fresh liquidity down here. We come down to the naked point of control. We do have a naked point of control right there from the price action on Monday. Are we going to get one more push down, one proper shakeout? Because it seems like these wicks are very, very small, right? It kind of needs an aggressive move down to then get power very, very fast. Faster the move down is, the faster the move it could, to the upside. Or is this it, right? Well, there was one scenario here where we speculated on yesterday, right? Either the low could be in here, or we create one more low and we create one more zigzag here to finish a WXY, right? An ABC, sorry, right? We're moving up right now. And what is most important is analyzing this zone right over here. Because it's not moving I'm not too convinced of this move, right? What if this is going to be the scenario where the Y is going to be down here later on, right? Where we are forming here an a B right there in a flat, and then we get the movement down. So we get the B flat right there. We tested the highs. We come back down to the lows. And it's going to be like, okay, all right. Okay, Bitcoin, right? We'll have another attempt depending on the reaction here. Shorts are kind of, we are downtrending. We need to accept that the shorts are no clear short positions here, even though we are downtrending. Let's just keep it real. I mean, if you did manage to catch a double top here, I would say it's kind of an acceptable hedge short position in this range. But what is most important, okay, is this move to the upside. Is it convincing or not? The price is getting a bit of a dumpy action right now. We did manage to do this, and I have my doubts. We always have doubts as traders, guys, right? We depending on that price action, I would have loved for this to be an absolute rocket, right? Get that third wave kicking in already and stop playing around, Bitcoin, right? Get that push up in that third wave. Let's start moving to the upside. But then we've had this price action, and this is telling me, come on, Bitcoin. This is not the kind of price action that I want to see. Now, the only alternative, of course, the most extreme bullish case scenario alternative here is that we are looking at a double 1-2, which is possible, right? There is a 5-wave count in this zone, in this movement up on the lower time frame. We can take a look at that. This corrective, this impulsive, you got multiple 1-2s right there, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Do we have that alternative that this is going to be a 1-2, 1-2, and this is going to get finally that breakout that we want, right? Get to 100K, that third wave, and then 4, 5, 4, 5, right? We head up to $102,000 plus. Similar scenario to the double 1-2 right over here, right? Where you have a double 1-2, right? Where you get that movement up. It's very zigzaggy. This could be confusing. Is it a bear flag? Are we going to break down, right? Is it an ABC? And then you get the double 1-2, which is, double 1-2s are what most of people do not expect, right? Because any average Joe out there, including myself, guys, I'm not going to say that, including myself, there is the doubts. Hey, this could be an ABC. This could be a 3-wave structure. We are aggressively moving down. Maybe with this pushes down. There's definitely that option. Or alternative, which we did long right over here very successfully, the VWAP, right? The 50% Fibonacci. Come on, guys. This could actually be a double 1-2, and we get that third wave and we're going to maximize profits, obviously take profit at the high, TP1, right? Based on the reaction, and hold on to that long trade and, you know, start collecting profits on the move up. Can we believe, right, that what is happening here from the low created yesterday, Sunday, is also a double 1-2? Because we have reasons to believe that, come on, can this be the low already? Can this be the low already? We have multiple different scenarios. We have to talk about the bearish one, of course, as well. We could not only be bullish, right? I'm leaning more to the bullish side, like, the last few days, saying, come on, this is impulsive. This is corrective. The question is, are we going to create one more low or not? Or, and then get the full reversal. So I haven't taken profits personally from that long position just because, it's a relatively small position, and eventually I want higher, right? I'm going to try and hold on if I don't get stopped out at break even from that long trade, and, give a bit of faith here on Bitcoin, because the analysis does tell us that the highest probability, regardless of taking out the low one more time, is to finally get that push to the upside, right? To get above $102,000. That is the overall general probability scenario looking at the price of Bitcoin, okay? Regardless if we take out the low again, and again, and then again, and then one more time, and then it gets the push up, right? So we need to be having our alert set on the chart, right? If we want to catch that long position. Anyway, let's go through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community as the people are joining in. People not enjoying the technical analysis. I don't know what's going on, guys. Smash up the like button. People don't enjoy it, right? I'm gonna quit YouTube, guys. Very possible that I do quit YouTube, okay? Not feeling the vibe, not feeling the sentiment, not feeling that people are interested in the analysis. So I really need that like button to get smashed, because if not, screw YouTube, right? Why not? If I don't get the love from the people, I need to get that like button absolutely pumping, and people wanting to watch the streams, and people rather want to see, very basic moon general, right, type of analysis with a couple of trend lines and why this price is extremely bullish and this and that and the other, which I feel fine. I think that is for really the average Joe. But if you want to see real proper analysis and good risk management, where we do try and look for the good trading opportunities and have a long-term track record, I think I think you're in the right place. You're in one of the right places, okay? Anyway, let's go right away through the comment section. We're almost getting to 200 likes. Absolutely awesome. We're gonna be diving in through the comment section. First of all, guys, I want to say hello to the beautiful community. 62% of people are feeling more bullish, 38% of people bearish. Werner, how are you doing, my man? Junior, Bolo, how are you? Big Don 25, smash up the like button. Let's go. Hello everybody. Colby Armstrong, the fact that you admit you're wrong at times. You're the best live YouTuber for crypto. Hey, thank you very much. I wouldn't say the best one, but I want to try and be real, right? We want to try and be real and accept that we are wrong, right? Accept that I'm wrong, but if we are wrong, just be defensive, right? Because if you jump into this kind of long position where we say, hey, wait for the reaction, wait till we hit the 618. If we start getting above the golden pocket, you can consider a long position here. You can put stop loss beneath the low. And if we do get that run up and it, gains some steam and volume, you're going to be in a very good position, right? And you're managing risk. Not just say randomly long with me now or short with me now, and give me the reasons, right? Why are you long in here? Where are you putting your stop loss, right? Just give a bit of more information for the viewer so they can kind of understand and map the situation, right? I know a lot of people do do appreciate the content, and a lot of people are learning a lot, right? And I do get these DMs which are like, hey man, you've taken my trading to the next level, right? I'm managing risk much better. I'm starting to become profitable, right? And for me, that's absolutely awesome. That's the overall end game, right? So anyway, I got a chart here. Please chart butthole or something. Chart butt plug. Okay, sorry, not butthole. Butt plug coin. It's up 69% in the past 69 minutes. Okay, we'll take a look at that later on. Appreciate you, Ace of Trades. Absolutely awesome. Do you think we could pump from previous day point of control and the daily, says Simon Jones. Simon Jones, an absolute legend. He's been in the Legends trading community for over a year. Long follower. Simon Jones, let's take a look at that. Anyway, everybody, hello. Fernando, Aben, room por favor, my man. Raul, everybody, hello. We can go through comment section later on, but can we get a bounce from the previous day point of control and daily open? That is a fantastic question right over there. Let's just quickly see the previous day point of control right over here. All right, because we have that double 1-2 situation, right? There is a double 1-2 possibility for the chart here, okay, where then we're going to see a pretty nice intense pump to the upside. What I don't like is that we have left a little bit of liquidity down here. There is still some interesting liquidity below $95,000. Previous day point of control, I mean, depending on what chart you're looking at, okay, but yeah, without a doubt, we do have a high volume node here, depending if it's on Binance or on some other exchanges. There is a high volume node. Potentially your point of control is right over here. It's a high volume node regardless, right? This one and this one, we could arguably discuss, hey, there's 2 point of controls from yesterday, right? Depending on what exchange you're looking at. So we do have the daily open there exactly also. That is a very, very good note right there, Simon Jones. So you got daily open plus previous day point of control, right? At that level. That $96,500. I like it. So, your question, can we bounce there? What is interesting about this movement to the upside, okay, is, hey, this could be an ABC kind of move. It can be a double 1-2, right? If it were to be a double 1-2, we really want to find support in between the 50% Fibonacci and the 7/8 Fibonacci. Now that daily open and previous day point of control, Fibonacci from this low to this high, is at the golden pocket. Regardless if this is going to be the low and this is going to be a double 1-2 or not, it's a good level of confluence to get at least into a scalp long position. What I like about this level is that we do have this higher low right there, right at 96,600. This is kind of a classic SFP zone. You got that inefficiency right there. This is the only issue. If you get a massive candle like this and then you start the higher low over here, a lot of inefficiency right there. This means that the price, if it does get a heavy drop, it could slice through the daily open, previous day point of control, just because we've sliced through to the upside. We never like fast price action like this. The only base that we have here of hope is this one. Fast price action to the upside, fast price action to the downside till we find a reaction zone. So it's kind of, yeah, if we lose this low, unless we are going to create choppiness here, like we did right over here, you need to see some kind of proof of support. That is the moment that you could say, okay, this is looking pretty damn awesome. I am going to give the double 1-2 a chance. And, you know, if you do lose this level, you're likely going to come down to the 7/8 and even the 0.88. You know, this is kind of a dangerous zone to speculate on long positions. And there is only one reason why here. I do not want the price to drop down the daily open, the previous day point of control, the golden pocket. Why don't you want the price to drop down beneath this level? Because of the inefficiency, right? Because of this movement, you're likely going to hit the 7-8. Could the 7-8 be the ultimate level to get that bounce? Because you kind of are, you know, you're kind of an order block right there. And it's the last chance for the 112. It's either golden pocket or 7-8, because if not, it is game over. It is back down to the lows and we create one more low. The moment you start losing that golden pocket, I will have to, you know, I'm going to start being in doubt, right? 7-8 is your ultimate level to get the bounce. That is if we do get down there. I mean, we're probably even not going to get down there. And this second 1-2, double 1-2, is actually going to hold here and it's going to start rallying. Very, very much a possibility. Now, if we do count the latest move here to the upside, right, when we micro counting, you can say there's a double 1-2 in here, then 3, 4, 5, that's forming your third wave. And then you got the 4, 5 right over here, right? For me, this is the end of your fifth wave. So all of this is the impulse. The impulse finishes here. And this is your ABC flat. So, yeah, especially when you do see this move here, right? This is absolutely golden. This movement looks pretty three-wavy, I have to say, unless you go on the 1 minute. Could this be your fourth wave? It does look more three-wavy. It does look more three-wavy than four-wavy. Now, as we do have this, and this, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to say, you have the perfect waves for your ABC flat, right? Because inside of an ABC flat, you want 3 waves, 3 waves, and 5 waves down. So there is a chance. There is a chance. The only issue here is, and this is like a really like taking it to the limit. You never want a wave 2 to hit the 0.88 Fibonacci, because the moment you hit the 0.88 Fibonacci, it becomes very, very rare. This has come down too far to become a wave 2, or this being an ABC flat and then you start rocketing in a third wave. It is usually unusual to see the 0.88 hit and successfully bounce as a wave 2. It is more as a wave B. You know, you form a corrective move and then you take out the low at some point. So, but there is a chance, right? As long as you haven't taken out the low here, and this could have been a perfect contracting move to the downside, because you have your lower high, you have this move here, and when we do count the movements to the downside here, we do have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the perfect scenario for the high here to be a 3 wave right there. You formed a perfect flat, and I would arguably discuss that we have hit the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement from this high to this low to this high right over here, ever so slightly below the 0.618, but it's kind of the target zone. So the bulls have a chance here, I have to say, because when we count this movement to the upside, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So that's completing your wave here. So all of this has to be your flat. You know, if you want to consider the most bullish case here, which is already bottoming out slightly below the 382 Fibonacci from this pivot to the pivot high. Anyway, you know, a lot of people might think that this is a bunch of BS, and I understand that. But, you know, anybody that was not aware of this scenario, we actually, predicted this potential move very, very nicely that we were going to go to much higher levels above $100,000 when we were trading here just last week based on the 112, where you have a 3-4-5-4-5, which, you know, played out very, very nicely here. So, yeah, ultimately, there is that chance. There is a possible count for the actual low to be in already, okay? What would be the bearish case? The bearish case would be that this is a wave 1 or a wave A. And what you're going to form right now is that zigzag. And, you know, and this is a wave 1 or a wave A. If you form massive bearish CVD divergence, which is not going to be the case, it is not going to be the case that we're going to form bearish CVD divergence just because everybody's more interested in shorting. There's not many longs entering the market. So for us to have bearish CVD divergence, the CVD needs to get a massive push up here, right, to form higher highs, which is very far away from happening. So we're going to give the bulls a chance here, legends. We're going to give the bulls a chance. Still leaning on that possibility where this is a 112. Okay, and that the low could be in. You got a 3-wave, a 3-wave, and a 3-wave here. It's like, come on, it's about time to get the push to the upside. So I'm going to hold on strong, guys. We're holding on strong. Let's see. People's sentiment is quite bullish. People's sentiment is quite bullish here on the poll. I can see right over here. Absolute legends. Anyway, we got local bullish CVD divergence too. That is true. That is true. Let's take a look at the, yeah, we got local bullish CVDs, which is basically taking out the local highs here, right? Where we have some slightly lower lows, slightly higher highs, right? Higher lows, sorry. And, you know, this is, you know, giving steam here, possibly to take out this local high. And now this is going to be the question right now. Is this going to be a 1, 2, 3? Or is it going to be a 1, 2, A, B, and then C? And then this movement to the upside is like very, very poor. And we're like, it's probably an A, B, C, right? Or a 1, 2, 3, and we push down. So the breakout here, if we were to get it, is going to give us a lot of information. We want the price to start, you know, snapping out of this zone and gaining some momentum. The fact that we've hit the 0.88 Fibonacci is making me very skeptical, okay? Because, you know, when you hit the 0.88, it gives a high probability that's a B wave, then actually a second wave. So the next movement up is going to give us a lot of information if we do get it, to see if it's just going to be a chop breakout, right? And we just form some micro waves here in this zone, because then it could possibly roll down. If we start dancing around here on this movement to the upside, it's going to be looking quite bearish. You know, I want a pretty explosive move, a pretty nice explosive move here for the bulls. If we are going to consider this an ABC flat, and this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, right? And we, you know, finishing the second wave here. Anyway, let's go through. Have to say, legends, you know, I did get some people quite bearish on the latest videos saying I closed somebody, this was one comment, I closed the short because of this clown, right? I have to say, somebody called me a clown on a previous video, and I was going to say, look, what are you going to say if the price, you know, this is a zone, the lows are a zone to take profit, especially when you form this move. I'm like, hey, if you wouldn't have closed your short somewhere here and the price in the next coming days is trading here, what are you going to say then, right? So maybe you've closed in a profit based on the video updates, because we are testing the lows and we're getting the bounce, right? That's the overall plan here of the video. We mentioned this could be a 3-waver, and then we're going to roll down, which is what happened, and then we get the bounce here. So we are bouncing at these levels. It's just technical analysis, right? Nothing too special. Don't listen to haters. Yeah, I mean, it's only one every week or so. Look, I will confront haters because I want to be a better version for my community, right? If people hate and people don't like it, I want to be transparent and say, hey, what didn't like from the video update, right? What did you like from the analysis? I will confront that, right? I want to know your opinion, right? We're just talking about the different scenarios that could happen and how to manage risk accordingly. Anyway, just I do get when people hate other people that are basically just sharing a bunch of BS on the channels and the chart. But if you come to my channel, we will go through the previous videos and analyze those levels and analyze what we talked about and where we were wrong and where we were right, and say, what is your problem, right? We're just talking about the different possibilities that could happen and how you can trade and scratch some dollars off the market with good risk management. That is the whole game plan here, guys. I want to teach you how to fish on your own. And obviously you do have YouTube, you do have, the Legends trading community. And by the way, the Legends trading community, we are getting the track record, which is eventually about time, looking at the probabilities of every single setup that we provide in the Legends trading community. And that is what you want to see from a professional community. Have that track record. Look at the trading setups that you are providing, which ones are hitting stop loss and which ones are profitable and which is your win rate. And, when we talk about of the latest scenario, well, I mean, this was one of them, right? Which is, giving you the setup. Shout out to Aiden, by the way, absolute legend. TP1 has been hit on this long setup, talking about this exact bounce at $95,500 range. TP1 taking the highs, which happened throughout today, right? We need to monitor this analysis, because I only want the best providing the setups and the best analysis so we can come up with the track record, just because people want to see, hey, prove me the track record, prove me that that the scenarios are legit. And there's a lot of break-evens as well, okay? I'm a break-even specialist. I like to get stopped out at break-even than look at the scenario, right? It's better to get stopped out at break-even, realizing a sign of weakness, and then, basically get into another trade based on the price action that is formed at that zone where you're getting stopped out. Anyway, this is absolutely awesome because this is going to be tracked for the next coming months. And eventually, I have no doubt, this proven track record that it's going to be absolutely awesome. If you want to join and see for yourself the Discord, guys, it is the 4th link in the description. You have the modules to learn how to trade and do technical analysis with good risk management. And you have access to the Discord where you're going to see these bangers. You're going to see these kind of banging trades. This was the good one from today. So anyway, there's just not what else can we say, guys? What else can we say, right? What else can we say? But anyway, let's go. We should go lower here, says 𝗕𝗶𝘆𝗽𝗶. There is a possibility. We should not. Why should we go lower? I mean, let's talk about the bearish case. And for me, the bearish case is simple. I have to give another chance to the bears, which is actually taking out, the lows here and taking out this low, which is looking at this WXY. Instead of finishing here, it's finishing here. And that is purely based on this zigzag move down. We get another zigzag up, and now we form another, zigzag down here. And then this has to come the largest corrective structure that we've had on the lower time frames, complex corrective structure on Bitcoin that I've seen in a long time. So, yeah, it is possible that we could go down. There is a possibility, right? Especially if we're not seeing this as a 112. This could definitely be a zigzag and it's corrective. Just like this was a zigzag right there, and the same scenario. Could this be a 112? Well, apparently it wasn't, especially when you retrace this low. You know, the fact when you retrace this low, guys, right, down to the 0.88 Fibonacci from the pivot low to the pivot high. Hang on a second. From this pivot low to the pivot high, you know, we can see that 0.88 Fibonacci getting the bounce. It is rare to form a wave 2 here. 1, 2, 1, 2. When you hit the 0.88, you know that probabilities are against you if you're feeling bullish, and that you're likely going to take out this low and eventually this low later on, right? Because then if you take out this low, you're just going to take out this low, right? The fact that you're going to form an ABC flat here just almost at the low is almost impossible, right? So you just finally got that massive leg down yesterday. So yeah, we got a little 0.88 Fibonacci touch right there, which is like, you know, not feeling too great. Not feeling too great, the fact that you hit a 0.88. So we're going to have to monitor the price action to the upside, because anybody that is bearish, I'm going to give you the exact perfect level to short if we do hit it. And now we'll think about shorting this. And it is relatively simple, guys. It is relatively simple, and I want to give that explanation. This should be the high. This should be the high. And this should be your first initial wave 1 or wave A. Preferably your wave 1, because then you're looking at a 5-wave move down, a bounce, and another 5-wave move down, you know, to take out these lows pretty aggressively, right? And get to $94,000. But the overall bearish case scenario, yeah, it's simple. You know, the best level is going to be the 618 zone, 78 Fibonacci, the highest level possible. And if you do get that choppiness, you do have a 5-wave move in a contracting move here. You got this A, B, possible C scenario. Now you have a flat here. You got a first initial wave, A, B, C flat. You're very likely going to take out these highs because you have bullish CVD divergence here. It's probably going to take it out. And now the question is, you know, how explosive is this going to be? Because what could happen here is you have this A wave, B wave, and then you have a small little 5-wave move here, and then you're going to roll down. Preferably you go to higher levels, 50% at least, and go to pocket, you know, zone would be ideal. So anyway, let's see how we get up there. But all of this is purely based on the fact that this movement to the upside can be an ABC, right? Let's get those lines here on the chart so the people can see it, right? Or, I mean, it's just because this one right over here was also an ABC, right? Bang, higher low, higher high. ABC. Can this be another ABC? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So, you know, the people that are bearish and that they are confident that this is going to be an ABC and we're going to come back down to the lows, you want to try and get in at the highest level possible on that bounce. If you are bearish and your target zone is eventually going to be the lows again, right? You eventually want the lows to be taken again. If you have a zigzag move, you know, you want to try and short that movement here and then get down to the lows. So if we just zoom in on this price action, this one right over here, right? Preferably you want to get into a short here, right? You have the zigzag move up, you get the movement down, and then you get the bounce. You know, if this would be an epic short, right? Right over here. and you're targeting the lows. That is if you believe that this is an ABC. Well, it's kind of the same perspective on this movement. If you get a bounce here, this might be the one that rolls back down to the lows, right? In between today and tomorrow. So preferably you get higher levels, you know, especially a wave 2 does get to at least 50%, preferably 61878, which would be this kind of, you know, orange box zone. You know, preferably it does bounce. You kind of backtest these highs right over here, right? These are the highs that you want to kind of backtest, which is very, very common. So this would be the area of interest to say, you know, hey, if you are bearish and you just need to manage risk accordingly. So you're basically looking at that short to come back down to the lows. Stop loss has to be the highs, and you're looking for the lows to be taken. Now let's see how that movement to the upside happens, because it might get very punchy, right? And this ends up being a three-way where it's a 1, 2, 3, and you start getting a pretty interesting move to the upside in the coming hours. I mean, that's what I want to see, right? Because I'm already in that long position. But will we get that movement to the upside? Well, we don't know. But overall, it is there is that chance, okay? There is that chance where, you know, you have the, you know, this is the scenario. Or, like I explained, this could be the ABC flat here. You know, it's, and this could be the ABC flat. It is possible. Anyway, if we do come down to the daily open and the naked point of control, VWAP is kind of in the middle here. It's not doing much. Let's take a look at the anchored VWAP from the overall lows of last Monday. I think it's, it's acting as resistance actually now. It is acting as resistance. So it's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting next coming hours. I am still interested, legends. I'm telling you, unless I'm asleep and I get stopped out at break even, I am going to be in that long position. Wherever the low is. Wherever the low is, even though I enter a little bit late, I'm going to be in that long position to take out $102,000. Now, we can not only lean bullish. I mean, I want to be in that long. I know the lows could be taken again. I'm going to attempt the longs as many times as possible with good risk management, because I'm overall looking for that possible move up. But if we get that breakdown, I am not only not going to be making any gains and missing the short, I won't be losing much, okay? Obviously some fees at break even, but this is how you need to do it, right? You manage your risk. Legends, by the way, I've spoken to the Weeks team. They have an awesome bonus right now, which is literally you get $100 just by signing up, guys. $100 bonus just by signing up. Futures bonus. You just need to link your email and phone number, and you will get $100 on your futures platform to trade with, guys. You got free money to trade, $100, which is awesome. You get it for free, guys, literally. You sign up, you link your phone number with your email, and you got $100. Of course, if you do continue trading, you got up to $30,000 deposit bonus and that 50% fee reduction, guys. It is the second link down below. Take advantage of free $100 by linking your phone number, guys, with the exchange. You got the second link down below, which is Weeks, guys. Take advantage. You got $100 for free just for signing up. Anyway, I have opened a long position, says Ibrahim. Thanks for the super chat, my man. Much love to you. Let's take a look at the comment section. It's about time. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's get that push up. Or are we going to get one more low? We need to talk about the bearish case, okay? We need to talk about the bearish case. So make sure to stay tuned, because we're going to have to talk the bearish case right now, okay? So give me a few seconds here. We'll talk about the bearish case scenario in just a few minutes, okay? Just a few minutes, because there is a bearish case eventually. And it has to do with that movement to the downside that we mentioned throughout yesterday. Which is obviously looking at a 1-2-1-2 scenario. A possible contracting move, which is, you know, if we're looking at this as a 1-2 scenario right over here, and then 3, 4, 5, regardless if we take out the low, guys, it is still a long opportunity. Regardless if we take the low, because this is not impulsive. This is just, it has to be a contracting move or an expanding move. It doesn't matter. The lows, if they are taken again, we are going to get the bounce. Very, very likely, okay? I cannot say we are going to take the bounce because, you know, what if this is a 1-2-1-2, which does not look like it at all. It does not look like it at all. So this is the lowest probability, in my opinion, that this is a double 1-2 and you're going to get that third wave drop out of nowhere. This is the extreme low probability scenario, but it could happen. We always need to be defensive, guys. You know, this is a probability game. You know, I do not have a crystal ball, even though sometimes some people believe it. But I don't have it, and I am wrong many times. And you know, you cannot rely on my analysis. What you need to rely is on your risk management. You need to rely on your risk management, guys. Risk management is your key to succeed in trading, not the analysis from this guy or that guy or anybody. You can use this analysis to help you guide, but this is why I mainly focus on risk management, guys. Hey, boom, we come down to the golden pocket, we get above. Guys, you got a long entry, put your stop loss beneath the low. Hey, we get this reaction at the golden pocket, which we did. Bam, bada, bam. We enter the long. You put your stop loss here. Hey, you're in a good position right now. You know, start being defensive with your stop. We want to always really provide the possible setups here on YouTube. How to enter, where to enter. You know, what projection could we be looking at for the next coming days? And how to be defensive. I can tell you already that a lot of people don't manage risk eventually. You know, it's pretty obvious. You know, a lot of people don't manage risk and they will long anywhere, right? And then they'll come and blame me and say, hey, you said that we were going to hit $102,000. I said it was the highest probability in my opinion and based on my analysis, but I could be completely wrong. And maybe some people will just long randomly go to sleep, put a bunch of limit long entries here just to get the best, you know, biggest price right range, and then we wake up tomorrow morning and the price is trading at $89,000. Obviously, you know what's going to happen to me? I wouldn't have made money, but I wouldn't have lost money because I'm a defensive trader and I put stop loss at break even. I understand the bearishness. I don't want to be adding to longs or any of that nonsense. I can name you a bunch of people that, you know, add to long positions and they have massive losing trades and they say it's going to reverse at some point. And, you know, what if it doesn't, right? You need to be defensive, legends. You need to be defensive. You might think this is a bunch of BS, but anyway, I was long for 2 years, bud. Oh, man. Are you one of those guys that are in a long position for 2 years, man, in that swing trade? Oh my goodness. You know what we do like to find out in the channel here is a trade every single day. Every single day. Yesterday, this was the option, right? I'm happy with a movement of $2,000. You know, I will manage to make $1,000 or $2,000 profits. Or even $3,000 profit if we do get that extensive move, right? Just in a day trade. So I want you to do that as well. I don't want to see... I've been long for years as well, right? Holding Bitcoin, right? I've been buying Bitcoin at 20,000, 25,000, right? Even at lower prices in 2018 and 19. But that's not the point, right? We are traders. We want to look for day trading opportunities. I want you to scratch a few dollars off the market, $10, $50, $100, $1,000, a few thousand if you have some, you know, if you already have significant large accounts, right? That's what I want you to do, guys, okay? Because I think swing trading is for the people that have lots of money, and day trading is the best for you to gain capital consistently. And in a few months, you're going to say, wow, you know, I've actually made some pretty decent cash. You got more capital and you can take bigger trades. And this is just going to be in a few months. And we want to talk about the best levels, the best entries, the best risk management, and just trade that. If, you know, just think, because I made this question a long time ago to myself. I was starting to make very good trading setups in 2019, and I was becoming extremely profitable, and then burnt the account. And that's when I questioned myself. Okay, I'm not adding to position, and I'm not getting into these swing trade scenarios, right? Because if the price goes against you, then obviously you're going to get burnt. And you come to that conclusion: if I only trade what I analyze and what I talk about, you know, I'm going to make huge gains in the next coming months. And that's what I did. That's what I did. If you only trade the scenarios that I talk about and you put your stop losses where they need to be, guys, if you follow every single thing to the T, and any other thing out of that is just BS. I'll long here, I'll short here because I think it's going to roll over. All of that nonsense. Create those plans. If you only get into these trades, I can guarantee you, long term, you are going to be profitable. And I mean, this is, you know, we are starting to get that track record right now, which is going to be awesome, guys. You know, I have no doubt that, you know, eventually this is, you know, I know my numbers. But now we're getting the mix, of course, of Aiden, which is also using my analysis. I know Aiden very well, and he learned from me throughout the last few years. And sometimes he finds trades that I don't even see. And I'm like, wow, you know, this is, you know, awesome trading setups. I mean, such as the one that happened this morning here in the Legends trading community. I mean, this is an awesome trade. This is basically a back test of this pivot low, also with bullish CVD divergence, and this was the perfect entry. This is literally where the price bounced to take the highs as a TP1. And now, you know, we're holding that long setup as well to see if we do get that push to the upside. So it's all about the track record, guys, you know, eventually. So if you want to join the Legends Trading community to see it for yourself with your own eyes, you have the fourth link down below, guys. It's the Legends Trading community. You got the modules, you got the setups, you got the video educations explaining the waves and the scenarios and the confluence zones from myself and 𝗕𝗏𝘆𝗽. All right, you get those daily analysis from myself and 𝗕𝗏𝘆𝗽, looking at the, you know, giving the explanation, giving the reasons why. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin right away. We can take a look at altcoins, guys, because I think the sentiment is overall bearish. Even I feel bearish on altcoins, and this is probably the best opportunity. When you have the overall bearish sentiment on your shoulders on altcoins, basically, it's probably the best moment to buy up. Because I've missed out sometimes the lows on altcoins, and I've been buying an average, you know, but it just seems like that the bearishness that is sitting on the shoulders, and we can take a look at any altcoins right now from the comment section. Okay, it's Bitcoin's getting that push to the upside right now, little push to the upside. Let's see how these waves develop, because I think this could either be two scenarios, right? And we're going to keep it simple. It's an ABC, or it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Where we get that push to the upside, we go to higher levels. So this is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Let's take a look at the momentum. And the fact that we've hit the 0.88 right over here is decreasing the probabilities for the wave 2 ever so slightly. It is decreasing the probabilities for the wave 2, giving the possibility that an ABC here is kind of, you know, winning the possibility for the moment. So let's see how we get up there. An interesting level, as mentioned, is going to be the back test of this zone. This is going to be the best zone, which is round about the golden pocket 7/8 Fibonacci zone. This is going to be the area where the bears need to step in, because if the bears do not step in here, then, you know, we're looking to take out the highs. But this would be your best short alternative, and I would get the heck out if you start hitting the 0.88 and you start getting here and you enter a short in this zone. I would just want to get out. I would just think, okay, this is looking pretty punchy, and we're probably going to break out. So let's see how we get up there. Let's see if we do manage to form bearish CVD divergence, which I do not see it happening. I do not see bearish CVD divergence happening here, because yeah, we got a lack of long positions. People are more interested in shorting, which is obviously a good sign to get that movement up, right? Anyway, let's go right away. I came here, Andy, I smashed the like for Mariella. Let's go through comment section. Let's take a look at the overall altcoins, guys. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We've got this local scenario for the ABC, right? The best zone. I mean, if we roll from here, so be it. I need higher levels. I need higher levels. Could this be ever so slightly an SFP from the highs? You know, there's no proper good risk management if you want to get into a short here, unless you're putting your stop, you know, just basically slightly above the highs to take the shot. If you do, you know, just create that local SFP from the highs. Manage risk as always, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Time to take a look at some altcoins. We've got almost 700 people watching the stream. Make sure to destroy the like button, guys, if you like the technical analysis. I am asking the community, are you feeling more bullish or bearish for the coming days? We got 64% of people out of 700 votes that are feeling ever so slightly more bullish. We got 666 viewers, guys. Number of the devil. I always get it. I always get it on my stream. 666, guys. There we go. It's going down. People are getting bored. People are like saying, I'm bored of this guy. I'm leaving. Anyway, let's go right away. Andy, my man, please check Pal AI, please. Shall we take a look at some altcoins? It's about time to take a look at some altcoins right away. Rune, please. I have to say, Rune has been in a very interesting buying zone, guys. If you do not feel bullish on a crypto when it's basically got the most epic collapse from the last few years, right, which is this movement down, this has to be the zone that you want to buy some cheap of Rune. If you want to buy some cheap Rune, this is cheap Rune right over here. $1, $2 range. It's a great accumulation level. It's still a working product, okay? It's a working product. It's one of the best interoperability cryptos out there, crypto project. It just had some major issues with, you know, basically a lending platform that they launched. Anyway, regardless, I think Rune is a accumulation zone, and it's probably going to take a few weeks here till it bottoms out. But it, you know, this is either V-shaped recovery or choppiness in this range and then moves up. There couldn't be a better zone to scoop up some Rune and DCA. 𝗬𝗫 network. Let's take a look at 𝗬𝗫 network right away. Let's take a look at 𝗬𝗫. We're taking a look at just a quick jump on some altcoins, guys. We're not going to be really analyzing some altcoins here because it's just going to take a long, I'm not going to focus 15-20 minutes because I know a lot of people really don't give a damn on many altcoins. And 𝗬𝗫 network, a little bit of the same scenario here. We got a big pump and dump on 𝗬𝗫 network. You need to be fast and ferocious, guys. You need to know. You need to be in the market, long enough to understand that when a level is a take profit zone and you hit it, you need to take profit, right? Regardless of, we're gonna go to higher levels. This is the bull run. This is the altcoin season. You need to secure your profits and you need to secure your gains, because you know what? I can tell you that the 90% of people that have invested in crypto throughout the last year or even 2 years are losing money. They're in the red. Yes, that is correct. I'm not in the red because my biggest holding is Bitcoin. I've been buying Bitcoin for years, and Chainlink is my biggest altcoin holding, which is taking, over 30% of the portfolio, which is absolute insanity. But I just, Chainlink is a good project. It's a proven good project. So, and then you dabble into different altcoins. And we want to, and even though I've been trying to buy at low levels on altcoins, and there is a few that I'm in the red, such as Illuvium, Layer AI, many different ones. Some of them are at break even, almost 𝗬𝗨 network. It's actually still in a profit. But 𝗬𝗨, 𝗬𝗨, I haven't checked 𝗬𝗨 the last few days. Yeah, it's in the red. It's in the red, and I made a 3x and did not take profit. And I did put just over $10,000 on 𝗬𝗨 here. And yeah, it's probably at about $7,000-8,000 at the moment right now. So I'm down a few $1,000s on this one. But this one was $30,000, in the green. Just on this crypto, and I did not take anything of profit because I wanted to take profit up here. But I'm down only a little bit, right? Just imagine the people that bought at the wrong moment or bought some other cryptos, other hypes, and they're in the red. What is profit? Yes, exactly. What is profit? Anyway, 𝗬𝗨 Network is still an awesome project, a great team, great roadmap. It's in AI, it's all sorts, okay? It's in all sorts. So it is still a very good project. It's just had a little bit of manipulation, pump and dump. I think selling pressure will be getting exhausted in this zone. It's a quick volatile move down. Now we're not getting more selling pressure, so this is the zone to DCA. This is the zone to DCA without a doubt. Regardless if we hit the lows at 11 cents again or not, it's a DCA zone, because what will likely happen is that you will see some kind of recovery in the next coming weeks. So I'm not looking for leverage trades, but DCA zone here is acceptable. I mean, I still hold 50% of my 𝗬𝗨 network tokens that I held here. I just don't want to accumulate at the moment. I'm happy with the altcoin holdings that I have. Anyway, so anyway, buying alts only in bear market, buying altcoins only in the bear market. Yeah, so are we in a bear market now, or are we in bull run? We're in bull run supposedly, right? We haven't seen the proper altcoin season. That is something that we need to note, guys, because the Bitcoin dominance, and we can take a look at that right now. This wick to the upside, I have to say, the probability of this movement on the Bitcoin dominance to be the top on the dominance and the potential lows on altcoins, even though some altcoins are at the lows of the bear market. So, someone saying here, I only buy altcoins in the bear market. Some altcoins are below the bear market lows, right, of 2022 and 2023. So I guess it's still a bear market for some altcoins, because or the bull run was basically a 2-3x. So yeah, I have to say there is a high chance that this is the top for the Bitcoin dominance. When you get these massive wicks and pumps, it gives you a high chance that maybe the low is in. Maybe the low could be in. Usually these kind of wicks and these kind of movements, right? When you get these kind of quick wicks, quick movements to the upside, they usually signal a local top, right? You get a nice wick on the daily, nice wick on the daily, a nice wick, right? They usually signal a top, right? And you got an epic wick right there. Just saying. You got a massive uptrend and you got an epic wick. And yeah, maybe the 4-year cycle is broken. I'm not going to believe it. So usually March, April is the moment when the dominance drops aggressively on the 4-year cycle theory, right? And 4-year cycle theory is like, history does not need to repeat, but it does rhyme. There's a lot of speculation that the Donald Trump whole fiesta was the top of the bull run, right? Bitcoin dominance is giving us a lot of information, guys. You know, I would still be interested in scooping up some altcoin. I've just bought some altcoins a few weeks ago. I'm not buying any more at the moment, but it could be the best opportunity to buy in, right? I just have a large bag and I just don't want to buy any more at the moment, but it could be a great zone to scoop up some altcoins. When I do take a look at ICP, for example, which I do hold a significant bag, which is slightly in the loss at the moment because my average buying price on ICP is the $9-10 zone. I bought ICP in this triangle wedgie consolidation scenario, right? I'm down about 20-30% on this, but around about 20 at the moment, right? At $7. So you just swept the lows here of July of 2024. This is still looking pretty impulsive. This does look pretty zigzaggy, tested the lows. It's more likely a WXY. The fact that you formed a 3-waver here, I mean, the only bearish case scenario that comes into my mind is a 3-wave, 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 and you form a contracting move down, right? And it just gets a little bounce and then continues bear market. Is the only bearish scenario that comes to my mind. So this is corrective, in my opinion. Eventually, this is a zone that is a good zone to accumulate for the next coming months, if not weeks. So ICP is stable. Yeah, it's pretty stable. It's pretty high from the bear market lows. This is still part of a disbelief rally. And you know the fun fact, guys, that when the altcoin season comes, it's going to blow your socks off. It's going to be quick. People will be like, holy crap, right? You know, the things are shooting up right now very, very quickly. And you kind of want to, you're going to be late to the party. Especially when you see the you know, crypto sentiment on Google. People typing crypto on Google, this sentiment is going down. The fear is very much real. And you know what happens? You know, you're just expecting a reversal on altcoins, especially considering the Bitcoin dominance had this massive wick last week to the upside, which could be a topping signal for the Bitcoin dominance. And then we finally get the movement down, right? And we get that altcoin season. And I know that the sentiment is bearish, guys. Okay, I know that the sentiment is pretty damn bearish on altcoins. And I want to ask the people right now on a poll. So let's end that poll, which most of the people are feeling bullish on Bitcoin. And I want to ask the community just to get a general sentiment from my viewers, right? Are you feeling bullish or bearish on altcoins for the coming weeks, right? Are you feeling bullish or bearish on alts for the coming weeks, guys? Let me know right away. Right, I wasn't typing this. Let me know right away what is your sentiment. And I'll take a look at some more altcoins, guys. Are you feeling bullish or bearish on alts in the coming weeks? Somebody's getting mad. I'm going to say bullish. Let's see those votes. It's going to be interesting how those votes develop in the next coming minutes. Hey, why are you so mad? Shooter, why are you so mad? I can see Mariella. Much love to you, Pac-Man. Seb, my brother. Much love to you. What's going on here? The Bitcoin analysis has been mentioned. Do we have the bearish case scenario? Which this is a wave 1, 2. And we get the third wave down, legends. Not looking too convincing. Come on, Bitcoin. Could have this been the end of that ABC? I mean, this was a potential aggressive short just as we sweep up the highs. And we're going to come back down to the lows. I'm gonna take those profits and screw Bitcoin. I'm going to take those profits, even though it's just a few $100s. I've had it. Bitcoin's bearish. I shorted 89,000 with every bone in my body. Oh my goodness. Andy, remember me. I shorted $89,000 with every bone in my body. China production. Yes, I think I remember. Was this with this drop right over here? Yes, I remember. I remember. The breakout of the head and shoulder, right? The moment where most of people did say that Bitcoin was going to go down to 80 and even $70,000 based on the head and shoulder. And you shorted the low. You literally shorted the low before the reversal. We actually longed this level because we bounced on the daily, right? It's on the live stream on the 13th. And even we were getting ready on the 12th of January. Watch for that daily level. It's a great level. Oh, this was actually on the live stream. We actually longed on the live. We actually jumped. 13th of January. I remember that this was on the live, getting above the daily and longing the live stream. Talking about the stop loss, long entry, and looking for the reversal. If you check that live stream, guys, anybody that is new, we were looking for that long on the daily. And it was on live, I remember. I remember that this long was on a live stream. I was live as we were getting that movement down. Anyway, about the altcoins, guys, let's take a look. 65% of people are feeling bullish on altcoins. So yeah, people they do see the opportunity, and they do understand that Bitcoin dominance wick to the upside is probably giving us that opportunity, right? Which is, it has to be the opportunity, right? If you want to buy low and you look for a reversal in the coming weeks, and this is your best moment. However, regardless, we are Bitcoin traders and we look to scratch dollars from the market every single day. We are traders, guys. And if you are interested in trading, now Weeks has the ultimate, it's free money basically. You get $100 just by signing up and linking your phone number with your email, and you get $100, guys, straight into your futures account, and you can use that $100 to trade with. $100 bonus just for signing up. Eventually it's up to $30,000. So the more you trade and volume you move, the more airdrops you're going to get, guys. And you only need an email and a password, right, to sign up. Okay, you get 50% fee reduction. Okay, also, I'm absolutely loving Weeks. I've been trading there for the last few weeks, and it's pretty damn good. I'm enjoying it very much. Check out the second link, guys. Get $100 for free just to link your phone number and your email. Take advantage. It's free money. You get into a good trade with $100, and you might make a few $100s, right? If you get into a 4 or 5 to 1. So take advantage of that. I invested $3,000 in Filecoin at the price of $5.39. I'm not sure what Filecoin is right now, but you invested 3,000, so you're down about 40-50% almost. I mean, this was epic, I have to say. There's a great consolidation to buy Filecoin. I would have bought Filecoin here, and I would be down 10% maybe now, or 15%. But if you bought Filecoin on the pump, or I don't know, on this retracement maybe, I mean, this was not a bad consolidation to believe that you could have, you know, pumped from this zone. But yeah. Andy, please tell Weeks to add Algeria in phone to verify. I will. I do have contact with the team, so I will say to Weeks to add Algeria. Algeria, my man. That is just below Mallorca, where I'm from. Andy, please explain the price action on daily time frame after we wicked to $108,000 for the first time. The price action on the daily time frame, and explain the wick above $108,000. So yeah, what can we explain about this wick? What is the explanation of this wick? What can we say? I want to talk about a higher time frame bearish case scenario, legends, which is the distribution event. We talked about this on the previous live stream. We can talk about this right away, which I am looking for another all-time high. And the main reason that another all-time high is highly likely, despite counting some waves, right, and analyzing this last leg to the upside, which makes a lot of sense, that we finish the corrective structure either here or here. Regardless, some people might say that this is an ABC right there. Some people, you know, are really looking at the different waves, count formations, and you got a WXY and you got a triangle right there. But regardless, this is the low or this is the low. It doesn't matter. One of these two levels are the lows. If you want to consider the triangle, then this was the low. The fact that we moved here, 112, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. You could arguably discuss, okay, this has been the end of the fifth wave of the bull run. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? That's it, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is it, guys. You know, forget about Bitcoin going to $120,000, $130,000. It's over. I would say, yeah, it is very much a possibility. Why not? Why not? It could be. It could be. Then when you consider this low, then eventually you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you need, 3, 4, 5s, which is literally, you could count this as a 4, a 3 right there. 4, 5. 4, 5. And now you're forming the last 4, 5 scenario, right? There's many ways. I mean, but the fact that the main reason why that I am looking for an all-time high is because of this move right there. This counts horrible for a wave, for a 5 waver. It's a very 3-wave move. And if this ends up being a 5 waver, it has to be the most horrible 5 waver that I've seen ever in my entire life. And it counts much better as a 3 waver. Even it's pretty short for the C wave. And the fact that you got a 3 wave here and you got a 3 wave here, I'm leaning on the side that this is, possibly the flat scenario where you got a 5 wave and an expanding move, which is very much a possibility, right? Where you're looking for that ABC flat and the price is, literally bottomed out here. And we're going to get an awesome recovery in the next coming weeks, right? If not days. What is horrible about this move is you are asking me, please let me know about the wick on the daily, right? Above $188,000. Is this a double top? I have to say no. I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is. And it has to do with this movement. This is not a solid impulse. If we would have formed something like this right over here, I would have said, guys, you know, this could have been the top. This is your last fifth wave, and the top is in, guys. It is possible. But the fact that we moved like this, right? We formed a bit of a three-waver. I have to say that all of this is still part of a correction, and we're going to hit the highs again. So then this scenario comes into play where, okay, we are looking for another all-time high with high probability, but this then could be the final wave. If we are looking just for one more push to the upside, which is going to take out $110,000, hit 115, 120, 130, it does, you know, somewhere in this zone, right? Get the last push up to then finish finally the fifth wave, get everybody to bed, and then get into a bear market. Then that is my question. How are we going to break all-time high? Because, yeah, a fifth wave could go, you know, could get very extensive. It could extend pretty much a lot. But it could also be a little bit of a double top situation. And that is when I come with this idea, which is a Wykoff distribution that did happen also in 2021. We had this Wykoff distribution in 2021 where you formed the three peaks. I'm not considering the volume too important. Volume on the, you know, Coinbase and other big large exchanges, we don't see massive red volume on the movements down, which is, you know, that you want to see volume going really aggressive on these movements down on a Wykoff distribution. It's very much a volume pattern as well, where you need to see big selling pressure from the highs, which you on most of the exchanges you don't see. So not leaning too much on this based on the volume, and Wykoff is extremely important with volume. But this happened in 2021, sorry, right? This happened in 2021, which volume was important here. Even though it doesn't look like it, the volume, it was still relatively low, but the highest volume, right? The highest volume, you can see this blue horizontal line right there, right? The highest volume from the highs, highest volume from the entire range of February, April, and May, which was the distribution, was coming from the highs. The highest volume, right? Well, eventually down here, but was coming from the high levels that was pushing. These are big players that are selling the highs. Big players are selling the highs. You know, they're getting out. They're getting out, guys. They are getting out. The biggest, you don't have high volume on the pumps. That is no, there's no volume. There is some, but not as much. The biggest volume is coming from the highs, which we don't have really that much. So, and you can see this is a perfect three-peak distribution event. The big players, while everybody's screaming, who was here in 2021, guys? Even myself, I was like, well, maybe it's not the distribution. Maybe we do recover here. As the, you know, I did exit 25% of my crypto in this bounce. I did not like this structure at all. And it did end up breaking down eventually. You had the three peaks, up thrust, test of the highs, and eventually it was a distribution. We fell down here. We fell down just as the distribution schematic. So if we get up there And this is going to be relatively simple, guys, to detect. We'll be talking about this if we do get the rejection from the highs on the channel. You know, we will. The detection of this is relatively simple. It is, we wick above these highs and we start closing daily candles beneath this zone. This will be the moment of, we're going to be very, very alarming. I might sell 5, even 10% of my entire Bitcoin holdings if we reject from the highs, we don't get a solid breakout, and we start closing daily candles from the highs here, all-time highs of January. I'm going to get out just to stay in the safe side, and I'll sell at 108, 107, wherever we are. But if we close those dailies beneath this level, yeah, I'm going to take this into consideration. I'm going to take it into consideration because I don't want to ride all back down here. Bitcoin that I've been buying at $20,000, $30,000. No way. I'm going to get out, guys. You can hold on for the next coming years for $1 million, but I want to cash out some Bitcoin. And if we get down to $70,000, $60,000 in the next year, I will be buying the drop for sure. So we are going to be taking this into consideration, okay? And it all depends on the reaction and selling pressure that we get up here. So let's see. Anyway, that's still far away from the possibilities. And come on, Bitcoin, let's go. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's go. I like it. I like it. We could get some pumpy action, legends. Who jumped into a long position? That is going to be the next poll, guys. Who managed to jump into a long position from 95, maybe 96, right? That's going to be the next poll. A lot of people are bullish on altcoins. 63% of people for the next coming weeks. We got the next poll, guys. And this is interesting because regardless if you listen to my videos or you do what the heck you want, right? You maybe got into the long, you maybe based on yesterday's video update, right? If we do take out the low, get a reaction, you know, this has been explained many times. Did you get into a long on BTC from, you know, maybe 95? I'm going to give a little bit of a range. 96, even 96 is getting a little bit too late in my opinion. If you're looking for that day trade swing long, let me know right away, legends, on the poll. Did you get into a long position? Maybe based on your analysis. I'm not saying on my analysis. Or did you short? Are you in a short position? Maybe you're in a short. But I mean, if you've been shorting the last few days, you are. I'm not sure if you short. If you shorted the last few days, then maybe you have to short last week. Maybe in a good short here or a good short here. If you shorted anyway in that side of this zone, then it's not good, right? So preferably you're in a long. If you shorted, you must have shorted last week, but not the last few days. You know, preferably a long position eventually, as we are looking for the lows to be swept based on the video update, right? Let's take a look at how many likes, because this is depressing. The like button is depressing. We're over 700 people and we have less than 400 likes. All right, guys, it's time for me to go. Yeah, like button needs to get at least to 500. If we all press the like button all together right now, we should get to 500 at least. We got the Bitcoin analysis, the first hour of the stream, which is analyzing here the potential reversal. Possibly could we hit the lows again? I mean, I'm happy for the price to start punching up from here. Remember, we are long from lower. We are long from lower. Even though that we reverse from here, you do not long, okay, on the pump. You don't get into any longs here, guys. Manage risk accordingly. As we do mention on the videos, the levels to long are the levels to long. If you are interested in longing, shorting, creating plans, day trading guys, Weeks right now has an awesome bonus. You literally get $100 for free just by linking your phone number with your email. They will give you $100 on the futures exchange so you can trade. And you know, if you make some gains with that $100, take advantage, guys. This is I think this is going for 30 days, but they literally give you $100 as soon as you link your phone number with your email. $100, you get 50% fee reduction, and the biggest bonus eventually is $30,000, which is the more you trade, the more volume you move, the more airdrops you're going to get. 1,000 here, 1,000 there, and that's going to increase your trading capital, of course. Check it out, guys. Weeks, for me, is a great alternative because you just need an email and a password. It's the second link. If you can trade on Bybit, Bybit also has that $30,000 deposit bonus. Bybit for me is been trading on Bybit for over 7 years now. Okay, around about 7 years. 2018 since the start. Shorts, $96,000. Davian, let's take a look at that question here on the poll. I'm in that long myself, right? And I'm not taking profits. I will hold this down to break even. Screw that. And I'll look to long later on, right? If we get a reaction at the lows or at this low over here, we'll jump into the long and give it another attempt, guys. And if it breaks down, then so be it. Any thoughts on virtuals? Yeah, I think virtuals got into a nice big little bubble. And funny enough, we started seeing a lot of people talk about virtuals just in the last few weeks. And guess what? Once you hear about virtuals, then yeah, you're probably late to the party, my man. Why wasn't nobody talking about this when it was looking like it was dead? And when we had this, AI agents, this, that, the other, hyping it up throughout late December and beginning of January, if you bought then, where you have these thumbnails with all of this, then you're probably in a big fat loss. Regarding virtuals, maybe right now is a zone where you could consider DCAing. Maybe now is the time to start to DCA when everybody's taking a crap. And your favorite influencer has taken a hike. It's all a fun fact, okay? It's all fun. This, AI is the future. Yes, AI agent also. Awesome project. Big pump and dump eventually. Where is it? There it is. This needs to find a bottom formation. This is still very aggressive. This is still a very aggressive move down. Could this be the low? Yeah, there's just no real way to find out. This needs to bottom out big time. It's hitting the 7/8 Fibonacci from the lows. Let's take a look at this. We'll put it on logarithmic and we'll get Fibonacci retracement. Let's see. Yeah, it's at the 7/8 Fibonacci, which is interesting from the lows here. But yeah, I mean, this has to have a little bit of more sideways price action, in my opinion. It is getting choppy and it is getting a bit wedgy, but it's still pretty much downtrending, huh? I need a little bit of more sideways momentum here for at least another week to say, okay, guys, this is looking pretty bottom formation. It's still, we just only recently came down here the last few days. It's still very recent. I need a pure bottom formation here of at least 1 or 2 weeks to say, okay, guys, this is looking pretty damn epic for an accumulation. Selling pressure is exhausted. This has just literally come down just in the last few days from, you know, $1.60, $1.40. Too aggressive, in my opinion. But I know that you heard about virtuals when we were trading in this area or this area. Yeah, still too soon, in my opinion. Elon Musk 3 minutes ago, again endorsing Ron Powell, bullish. What do you think about Plum? Merece la pena, says 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗫. Plume, I have no idea what this is. I have no idea. Plume, oh, you got a feather there, so it's Pluma. This only just recently launched a few weeks ago. I have no idea what this is, but I can take a look at this in my spare time. The public blockchain for our WAFI. Real world assets finance, right? Not our WAFI. What are you talking about? Real world asset finance. We'll take a look at this. See if it's bullish or not. Solo puede haber un Seb español. Reto aceptado. 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗫. Yeah, he is Spanish, my man. Seb. I will take a look at this. Join the live stream. I will take a look at it. Andy, I believe that the only altcoin. Let's take a look at the comment section, guys. It's time for comment section chit chat. If you're in your CBM, I just saw CBM here. 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗫. Don't knife catch. Absolute legend, guys. Shout out to CBM. I need to give a shout out to 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗫. I love watching his news, different altcoin, different niches. 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗫, guys. Go and check him out. He is here in the comment section. Go and share some support here with him because he's an absolute legend. I'm gonna leave him in the comment section. Okay. If you want the latest news, 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗫, guys. The different niches, altcoins, a little bit of TA, data. He has a mix of everything. You know that I mainly focus on pure Bitcoin technical analysis. And hey, this guy's awesome. Go and check him out because you will have a overview on news, analytics, data, different altcoins, different niches. He only opened this channel last month, over 1,000 subs right now. Check him out, guys. He's in the pinned comment. Okay, so shout out to you, Mattia. Much love to you. Andy, my man, check please, pal. Pal. PALL. Pal AI. I know Palm AI, but Pal AI. So many different AI cryptos launched. I will take a look at this one in my spare time. But on the chart, it looks like it's coming back down to the bear market lows of 2024. You got the AI hype, Q1 of 2024. And then the big correction. Let's take a look at PAAL. It has to be this one, Pal AI, on gate.io. The fact I like that we're back down at this. It's an order block on the higher time frame, right? It is an order block on the monthly. This is where the price is bouncing. Could this be the ultimate backtest zone, guys? Remember, this might be the moment that in the next coming days, even though, guys, when it doesn't look like it's going to reverse, it's probably the moment where it reverses. Okay, we got the Bitcoin dominance having that massive spike. Where is it? To the upside. This is really rare, guys. This is very classic topping signal where you get a big massive wick. This happened last week on the Bitcoin dominance. This is when you get the epic altcoin seasons, and having those wicks to the upside does signal a topping range, right? Wicks, the wicks, guys, the wicks. And you've had that wick right now. And we also have the 4-year cycle theory, which could have been broken. You can have your own theory, right? But I like to take a look at history, right? And come to the conclusion that it could happen. So, and especially when we've been uptrending for the last 2 years and you get a big massive wick, Bitcoin dominance to 65%. It is true that this time we have millions of altcoins and millions of altcoins being created every single week, guys. It's absolutely bananas. So we've really lost control here with altcoins. This is why there's a big reason that Bitcoin's the only number one, whatever is created afterwards, right? People are very skeptical. So, anyway. Do you still expect 𝗖 to reach all-time high? Yes, $1.15. Yes, I do expect it. Nothing has changed. We're just moving down sideways. Bro, dominance includes only top 125. Andy already signed up, did not get the free $100. Okay, guys, this is extremely important to understand about weeks, okay? It is extremely important because this is not, it's not a lie, okay? You need to do what is being told to get the $100 free bonus. $100 bonus just for signing up. And you need to link your email with your phone number, okay? It's a small kind of little KYC. You need to go to the KYC option, your rewards hub, right, which you will find in the top right on weeks, and you go to the rewards hub to claim your bonus, and it will say link your phone number to claim $100. It is that easy, guys, okay? You don't suddenly get the $100 on your account as you sign up. Go to the rewards hub, which is at the top right, okay? And then you will see that you'll need to link your phone number with your email. Once that happens, the next day, okay, 24 to 48 hours, you will be getting the $100 on your futures platform, okay? Free $100, guys. It's going to happen, but you need to link your phone number, all right, with your email. And you also get 50% fee reduction. And if you are going to consistently trade for the next coming weeks, months, and years, you know, you also got the airdrops of up to $30,000. So if you move volume, you're going to get surprise airdrops, right? The more volume you move. You get the 50% fee reduction as well, guys, which is obviously, if you're going to be a consistent day trader, right, then you want good fee reduction, and you only get a 50% fee reduction with the link down below if you sign up, guys. Okay, so anyway, Bitcoin's relatively boring today. Let's see what happens, guys. Please stay defensive with your trading. I will be back with more tomorrow, and if you want more exclusive setups, analysis, Legends trading community, guys, you know, we're already following the track record, and that's what we want to do, okay? If you want to find these kind of setups, the one like Aiden provided today, the exact entry, exact stop loss, TP zones, right? You have the Legends trading community also with the modules to learn, right? That's the fourth link down below, guys. I am out of here. Thank you very much for joining. Let's get a banging stream. Wake up tomorrow morning with Bitcoin at higher levels. And if we go to lower levels, the levels have been explained here that we need to hold throughout the stream, guys. The bearish case and the bullish case. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.